So we are on YouTube neighborhood. So I am trying to find a solution for that. Hope you can hear me. Let me get this started on Instagram. What the fuck? Come on. Uh-oh. What's wrong? So yeah, so Michelle on YouTube, I have adjusted my volume. Hello, testing. Mic test, one, mic test. All right, can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Yes. Okay. A little bit more. All right, can you hear me? All right, hello, can you hear me? All right, so we might as well get started. I know the sound is a little bit soft. That's because we have some crazy neighbors and trying to keep the background noise low. Actually, I can actually plug the mic in. I can actually plug my. Hello, Aaron 666. All right, hello. All right, so I can hear myself now on the mic. Oh, hello, Cersei. How are you on IG? So we are going to do vampire transformation today. Um, so, like I said on introduction, it's going to be energy vampire, meaning that we drain people's energy. Hello, Cersei. Meaning we are going to drain we're energy vampire, not like a blood vampire. So don't go around and biting people. Um, from what I gathered and from evidence um, from practitioner, you know, blood. Now, Aaron, I know you may disagree with me, but blood itself doesn't actually add to the results. I know some people like to do it. Do what you have to do. I'm not here to judge. It's just something I do not do. And from my research, it doesn't add to the results or experience. But there's such a thing as energy vampire, and also there's like a degree of human pathogen being passed around when you are doing blood, especially not your own, right? Like even leaving your own blood in the open, it's have its own health ramifications. So, but especially when I know there is like a community of people that drain other people's blood. That's not what I do. I mean, if I don't want to judge them, but personally, I do not endorse that, and it's not in the opinion of myself or this channel to endorse actual blood play because due to obviously health concerns. But that having been said, vampire transformation has been a hot topic. Hello, Dixie Wimmer, how are you? Aaron 666 says, I've been hearing a lot of noises in my room before I fall asleep. I think my third eye is opening. Okay, yeah, I can see that too. Um, so vampire transformation have been asked a lot. I think there may be some websites and articles that are uh, very enticing, and people want to, I guess, reap the benefits of being a vampire. And we're going to talk about we're going to use this session, the hypnosis session, and the discussion, and using essence ceremonial magic to help you. At the end of the day, this is black magic, right? So what's in it for me? I mean, by that extension, what's in it for you, right? What is the benefit of this ritual? What is the benefit of being a? Is my audio out? Can you hear me? The sound cut off every so often. Can you hear me better? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? All right. Can you hear me better? Can you hear me? All right. So I removed like a sound. I've removed like a sound deadener, so to speak. But my crazy neighbors is going to come in with very sharp noise once in a while. Okay. When you hear it, you're going to hear it. And hopefully it doesn't ruin the recording. Yeah. So when you hear it, we will laugh at it for now, but it's going to sound really bad on the recording. Hopefully we can edit it out afterwards. So yeah, so we were talking about like vampires. So like the key objective we're trying to do is to use a vampiric power to drain, I guess, like other people's vitality or their ideas or their intellect or their like financial energy or whatnot. I guess that's pretty exciting in the online world of like psychic warfare or spiritual warfare. I guess there's an author, a big YouTuber. Well, his channel's really that big, but he's influential. Let's put it that way. He preached this idea, and I feel internet personality also preach this idea of like predatory vampirism. Like they go around and draining people, and in their mind, they're pulling, like they are getting stronger. It's like a zero-sum game in this kind of vampire ideas. So they're gaining energy and the other people are losing. But ultimately, on a bigger picture, as a Western ceremonial magician, we are working with like very powerful entity, and eventually, you will grow out of being a vampire, of draining simply from other people. My analogy is like taking gas from other cars. Yeah, sure, it works when there's no gas stations, uh, or if you don't have any money. But like, it's so much easier and so much more abundant if you just go to the gas station, right? Or be able to find other source of energy, like electric or solar or whatever. Or you move up the chain to have to gain more other ways of energy to transmute that into gas, right? So but nonetheless, being a vampire is appealing, um, in terms of draining other people's vitality, the intellect, the ideas, their finances. And in my opinion, in my observation, it's more like taking a picture of something. Like if you take a picture of something, it doesn't actually uh, diminishes the value of something, right? It just you just but you actually do keep the value of something without lowering the value of the picture it had taken, right? Um, so let's just put it that way, and there's also a notion that the people being drained will fall under your spell, so to speak. That is appealing to a lot of people too, and we are going to incorporate that into our sessions today. So, of course, you still have to do a lot of ritual yourself. You still have to um, do a lot of practice, do a lot of guided meditations on your own, and do a lot of practice. But the whole point of this hypnosis session is to, um, I guess, like put you, like skipped a lot of groundwork because I'm doing some of these legging up work for you in the hypnosis session. Um, so I actually do know a lot of quote unquote vampires or energy vampires. I used to be a photographer, and I met a lot of BDSM people and dominatrix or whatnot. A lot of them do practice vampirism. I had the experience of being drained a few times. It was interesting, and I've seen other people drain other people a few times, and that was interesting. So even if you got drained, right, you're most likely be able to regenerate. And at my level of practice these days, it will be somewhat difficult to drain because I'm surrounded by other high level entities such as Lucifers and archangels and Satan. So if you come and drain me, you will have to get past all those demon lords and archangels who are here to employ me. So it will be harder to get through these things. Let's put it that way. So I hope everybody can hear me better now. Um, let's go through to see some comments. Chakamario said, Chakamario can hear me better now. That's good. Aaron666 says, my goal, Dion, is to make $200 a day trading. I've been practicing. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. That sounds like a very reasonable goal, depending on your risk profile. And, just on the safe side, only bet what money you have in your accounts. Keep practicing and take it one day at a time, one trade at a time. Don't get greedy, and have a good exit strategy for all your trade. Use stop loss, and you'll be fine. Yeah, and change your paradigm of thinking, right? You just have to think like a trader, and keep in mind that even the best traders have good days and bad days. Yeah, so find a strategy that works for you. When I started, I constantly practice trading all day and all night, even when I'm trading professionally, quote unquote, with real money online, let's put it that way. I still have like a bunch of other simulations going on, always looking for better strategy. So, find a strategy that works for you. Yeah, and then, and don't be afraid to, go back to traditional, long-term, long trade if that's, that makes you feel more comfortable. Some people likes we call it swing trade. So swing trade is more like for a sideways market. And I haven't been trading for a while, so you look out for trend. I did have like a few trade that I thought it was good, but then I just pick up a few pennies that could have turned into thousands. So keep an open mind. And Aaron666 says, I know Azazel and Belial and Mabus is guiding me through. I'm grateful. Okay, yeah, that's great. FGFG said, hello, Dion. Hello, FGFG. Good to see you here. Dexter Wilmer said, I want to dedicate more time to black magic. What exercise should I do to increase my astral senses and powers? Have you been doing scrying exercises? Just scrying and do a lot of divination to start. It's going to be the first 1 or 2 years going to be frustrating because you think that you feel that you should be further, but you're still not sensing or talking to the spirit directly or evoking them directly. That's fine. A lot of occultists, a lot of black magicians go through this phase. Don't need to rush it. No need to go to sometimes people just go to like an internet chat room on Reddit or whatnot, and then they feel that they need to match what those people are saying. First of all, I say, I know this is an open mic and this is going to be recorded, but I can say that most of those people who commented on Reddit are not really doing it. They're just making shit up as they go along. So, if you like, a lot of people feels like they need to match the the outcome of people that are not actually doing it, right? It's kind of like going back to trading, right, Aaron? We see a lot of these, TikTok traders or the speak Bitcoin or crypto traders that are all fake. Like I look at the charts, I look at what they're talking about. That's pure BS. But I feel bad for like beginner traders that look at those charts and look at those results and say, and they work hard, they study hard, and they say, "Oh my God, no matter what I do, I cannot match the result." Well, because that's fake. It's kind of like going back to Dixie Wilmer. Go. I think that you are doing the right thing. Just do it at your pace, one day at a time, and not be pressured by other redditors or people on internet forums or whatnot, because the result that they're talking about are kind of like not real. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so you are doing good. Just keep walking the path, right? One day at a time. And be grateful for every experience you have, right? I have a lot of coaching clients. Coaching means that they want to develop the astral sense themselves, and that's the pitfall that they keep running into, and that's the thing that I keep trying to talk them out of, right? Like sometimes it's just like they read like a crazy Reddit post that somebody went to like a demon council and then they treat him for lunch, and then they promise him a lot of money and whatnot, and then you read it. Like one client read it and then they said, "Hey, how come I'm not getting that?" So I have to like explain to them, no, this is just some guy chasing internet clouds, right? um, Hopefully that makes sense to you. Aaron666 says, "It took me a long time to be able to feel spirits. I can't see them yet. A lot of meditation on these chats will help you." That's true. And yeah, and from our chat, Dexter Weimer, you have been getting good results, right? Go along with that. Um, when the spirit feel that they need to show you something, they will. Thank you. I will try more scrying. Do I need a black mirror for that? Well, I mean, you can just look at your monitor. Just turn off your monitor, and you got a black mirror, right? If you see like a piece of equipment that looks nice and it makes you feel good and it matches your home decor, then only then buy it for artistic value. But you can scry on any dark or reflective surfaces. Dexy Wilmer said, "I've been getting good results on my path." Yes, and the result itself is also a language of the spirit. Like you don't need to like them showing up in your face to tell you what to do, right? You get what I'm saying? They are already sending you signs that they're in communication with you. And would you rather to have this hallucination of this monster in your face or like making a lot of money, right? I'll pick the latter one. Um, Elegant Rose said, "Oh, hello, Elegant Roses. Hello, Dion. Hello, wonderful friend to one of the best black magicians ever. Oh, thank you very much. Glad you can join us. We're doing vampire transformation today, and we are going to do a guided meditation hypnosis session soon. I'm happy to chat if anybody have any questions. I know after the hypnosis session, everybody passed out and too relaxed to talk, right? So yeah. So if you want to ask me any questions, you can do it now. I'm just afraid that my crazy neighbor is going to come back with the crazy blasting noise, and we will have like a sucky recording. And a black light will help when you're scrying. Yes, that's true. You can basically scry on anything. You can scry on a black wall. You can scry right into the dark. You can scry into smoke. There's this famous YouTuber occultist who is no longer, who has been canceled, unfortunately, and he like to tell people he scries in the smoke. He will fill his room full of incense and will scry there. The only problem is that it's going to do a number on your respiratory system, and you can start coughing, and you're going to get allergic reactions, and you're going to get your eyes swollen and your nose swollen for the next few days. So try a few different things and see what works best for you. I can just scry into a black surface or whatever that is more convenient for you, right? If you have to go through 12 steps just to get to the scrying room, right, then you're less likely to do it. If you can find a way to do it on the bus, right, when you are commuting home from work or whatnot, the easier, the better. The more chance you can to exercise it, the better. So keep it light and simple. Okay, so on Instagram, Cersei said, which took being horrible, being a lot of male occultists being outed for harassment and bullying online. Okay, I really haven't heard a lot about that. Hopefully, people can behave properly, and yeah, hopefully you are. I know I'm not going to disclose our private conversation, but I hope you're feeling better. And if you have anything to share, feel free to do so. Maybe join us on YouTube so we can have the conversation together. And there's much more happening here. And we have more friends here, Cersei. So see, you can join us on YouTube. And the sound quality is better. A, because YouTube is a better platform for streaming, and B, I have a better microphone plug into my YouTube platform. Alec and Rosa said that's something I have not explored, but it sounds interesting. Yes, definitely. Uh, Alec and Rosa said, you already know I have to say thanks to all the spirits. Hail Hecate, hail Lucifer. Perfect. Alec and Rosa, I can see that you have a lot of success with Lucifer and Hecate. I'm very happy for you. Aaron666 says, what are your thoughts on Ouija boards, Dion? Do you use it, Aaron? It's kind of fun for beginners. Can you hear the noise I'm talking about now? Can you guys hear that? All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind them barking, but like the owner should be with the dogs, right? Like I shouldn't be the one who has to feel the burden of your pet while you are away enjoying yourself. Like they always say when they come home, oh no, my dog never barks. Just because you're with your dog, man. When you leave it, if you leave your dog, they bark like all day, and then when you come home, they're like nice little cute puppies. Ugh. But in any case, hopefully it doesn't show up on the recording, or else I have to like re-record it at night, or we can just add like a really loud guide, like meditation music underneath, and we call that like an Egyptian dog deity in the background. Um, Chuck Mario said, "Yes, I complained to the management about loud dogs in my park." Yeah, I mean, what can I do, right? Um, even if I call the cops, they're going to give them a ticket at most, which is like $20. And well, I mean, it's just going to be interfering with our recording. I think that's the issue. Yeah, seriously, my neighbors tells me about my dog when I work 12 hours a day. Yes. Well, I mean, I don't want to sound like anti-dog. We had dogs before. We had two Rottweilers. They were my roommate's dogs, but I end up taking care of. We have like a few short-term roommates that also have a dog. So I'm not anti dogs. I love dogs. It's just that keep them in control, man. And if you have a loud dog, you should be suffering with me. You don't just leave your loud dog and then go and have a good time and then come back, right? Yeah. Anyways, that's my old man ranting for today. Um, Dexy Wilmer said, "What is the meaning of dreaming about someone? In your opinion, did I meet them in the astral realm or something?" It could be, or you are in a different dimensions. Maybe that is your relationship with them, or they are also dreaming about you in the same dream, or they are thinking about you, or it could be like also a part of your unconscious mind trying to tell you something in the face or spirit of somebody else, right? Like a metaphor sort of way. It's kind of like in therapy when you couldn't get through to your clients. So you do this technique called, metaphors and say, instead of me telling you to, quit drinking, what would your father said about that? Or, what would, your teacher said about you drinking so much? Did you don't want to disappoint your grade one teacher, right? Loves you so much. It could be like your unconscious mind trying to tell you something through somebody else. Um, Elegant Rosa said, I was at my grandpa's house the other day. A dog ran up to me and just stared at me and barked at me. Oh, okay. So, like, if you practice a lot of black magic, yeah, so it's one way to know that your magic is working is if you have a lot of animal friends. Thanks for sharing that story, Elegant Rosa. So, like, a lot of times, even if I'm just walking around the neighborhood, like people's dogs, when people walking their dogs will come run up to me, breaking the leash. There were a few times I was just sitting on the bench, and these dogs would come to me and just like sit next to me, and they wouldn't leave. They would just sit next to me and they would just stare at me. I would pet them a little bit, and the owners like, "Come on, let's go, let's go." And the dog would be like, the dog won't leave, right? They just sit and stare at me. They only have to drag the dog away from me, right? So, and a few years ago, we have a lot of stray cats in the neighborhood, and a lot of the cats would just come towards me, and and if an animal were to come to me, I make it like a domestic animal, right? Not like a lion or something. But if like a cat or something come up to me, I will make a point to pay attention to them and like pat them a little, even if I'm running late. So, and if I'm running late to a meeting or a class, and I would say, "Oh yeah, I met a cat on my way," and they would, "Oh, okay." And nobody's going to give you a hard time when you tell them that a neighborhood cat come up to me and sat on my lap and I couldn't get on the bus, and then they will all be like, "Oh, okay." That's a good excuse for showing up late, right? In any case, so yeah, so elegant roses. That's a good sign that dogs are being friendly to you. Chaka Mario said it takes training. My dog doesn't do this because I heard her train. Yes, yes. Try telling that to my neighbors, my friend. Aaron666 says, Dion, I'm excited that you said Azazel will come to me soon. Yes, he would. And he's already with you, man. You sometimes you're just stressing things that are no need to be stressed. Um, for example, I had a virtual assistant, VA. It was a few years ago. It was before the internet as it is today. I think it was before FaceTime, right? I think I've seen her profile picture when I met her on, I think it was Odesk or something, or equivalent of Odesk. I've never met her in person. She lives in Utah, and she has been taking care of my scheduling back when I was a therapist, like a live therapist with an office. Um, I tried hiring live inhuman secretaries, and that didn't work out so well. So I had a VA. So my point is, I never met her. I'm sure she is a good-looking lady. She was actually much older than me, and I've never met her in person. Obviously, I've talked to her on the phone a few times for instructions, but we mostly exchange short emails. I think it was before text. That works out great. So, like, my point is, you don't need to see a say so in person for your relationship to work out perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. Texie Wilmer said, a cow ate out of my hands recently. Okay, I hope that's a good experience. The first time I read it, the first time I read your sentence, I read a cow ate my hand. I was like, hey, that's not so nice. But a cow ate out of my hand. So it must be a nice experience. Animals was going to find your energy very soothing as a black magician. And as a black magician, you are in the old days, you are not just a conduit of the spirits, you're also a conduit of the animals. That's why when you read like Merlin and all the other black magicians and witches, uh, they always have animal friends. They are always talking to animals. That was back then, animals are much bigger components of everyday life. I mean, these days, if a horse were to walk into your house, you'd be like, what the fuck, right? But in the old days, you see all kinds of animals everywhere. So it is important back then for humanity to have a good relationship with the animal world. And they relied on the animals for their livelihood. So as a black magician, part of your duty is not just to summon spirits. Part of your duty is also take care of animals. Um, Aaron666 said, I hope Azazel does visit you soon, and he's absolutely amazing. I agree with you, Elegant Roses. Aaron666 says, thank you, Elegant. Elegant Roses said, a cow ate over your hand. That's cool. Cows are also beautiful. Yes, they are, definitely. They are very sweet. They're very docile. They have long memories. Aaron666 says, I have his sigil tattooed on my wrist. That's great. Dixie Wilmer said, yes, cows are beautiful. That's great. I agree with you. Elegant Rosa says, yes, I don't want a horse running in my house. Haha, yes. I don't know if you have seen this really funny story a few years ago. It's kind of funny, but it's still funny, all right? So, like, this guy, this is New York. I think this is Bronx, where apartments are very small. I think he kept a lion and an 8-foot alligator in his house. And one day his lions got into a fight with the alligator, and his neighbors called the police, and the police were like all freaked out, right? Like they have sent in SWAT team or whatever that to go in the window, and they have to go and try to get the animal out to safety. So at the end, he's obviously not allowed to keep his animals, and they were taken away to a zoo. But speaking of a horse running in your house, yeah, it could be worse. Um, Aaron666 says, I sent you the pic on Instagram. Do you remember? I think I saw like the one where you're trading with your monitors up. Let me see what's up on Instagram. Cersei said, that's interesting. That happens to me too, even with wild animals. Squirrel or chipmunks. I mean, I saved a couple of them from drowning, but they hold on. But they let me hold them. Yes. So yeah, so that's good story, Cersei. I mean, they let you get close to them. A lot of animals would just run away when a human approached them, right? And as a black magician, you'll find that animals are more drawn to you. And also as a rule, that when an animal is in need, as a black magician, you should always help them, because your spirit guide or the animal spirit guide brings you to that animal to help them, right? Or if like a stray cat in your neighborhood, that's because like the spirit guide of the stray cat wants you to help that cat, right? So if you have any food in your pocket, pull it out and try to feed the cat. Or if you're close to a convenience store, maybe get a can of tuna for like $1 and then just feed the cat. or whatnot. I try to make sure that it's not somebody else's cat I'm feeding, or else that cat, if that cat were to get diarrhea in the house, I don't get an angry phone call, you know. Um, but yeah, when I had like cats in the house with my roommates, and I have like some extra cat feed, I'll keep some in like a zipper lock bag in my pocket when there was a lot of stray cat around. So, well, the stray cat could smell other cats on my pants or whatnot. I guess that's one of the reasons why they're so friendly. So when they come up to me and then they like won't leave me, and then some stray cats are just, you can see that they're emaciated. So I would like pull out like a small bag of cat feed and do the best for them that I can do. I would take them in, but like I said before, I don't want to accidentally take in somebody's cat, right? Take in somebody else's outdoor cat. Ah, any case, Elegant Roses said, um, so will Lilith be part of the vampire stuff that we're doing today? I have Lilith sigil on my wrist and Lucifer sigil on my shoulder. Yes, we can, but today is more just pure transformation, and you can ask Lilith to help you on your path today. We will just keep it straight on to vampire transformation today, and you can always add components of Western ceremonial magic to the transformation. This is why black magic or Western ceremonial magic is like the best, because we can upgrade any ritual with any spirits, right? And at the end of the day, I'm going to publish a story eventually that one night Belial took me to the edge of the universe and watched a supermassive black hole accreting massive amount of energy rays. I actually studied astronomy, so I know a little bit about black holes. So not everything got sucked into black hole. Um, there are a lot of excess neutrons, there are a lot of excess energy and mass that got pushed out just as things got pushed in. So they create a um, astronomical geyser that are that basically blow a jet stream all the way across the known universe. That is how powerful some of these black holes are. Like my astronomy professor did a calculation. He showed us a calculation that one of the supermassive black hole have a energy stream that spanned 11 billion light years. That's billion with a B. That is like one third. That is like one. That is like a fraction. You can like, if you go outside of the universe looking in, you can see that energy stream. That is how powerful that these are. And Belial showed me how to feed off, the most powerful wells in the universe, right? So this is why I don't want to make light of vampires, but I'm also like, detached from feeding myself off any other human beings, or that I can like leave behind the human drama, is because I see so much more energy, so much more powerful, so much more that I can gain, right? Like I said before, like feeding off humans is more like getting your gas from other cars. Yeah, it works, but there are other ways of doing it, right? Um, but there's also like, I guess, like the romance way, or like the fantasy way of the vampires, or immortality. Those are all good. Um, at the end of the day, if you can master pulling energy through you, then that is a form of quote unquote vampirism. And if you can consider vampirism as in just pulling and pushing energy from around you, then you've already mastered vampirism. Um, I had a thought earlier. I forgot what I wanted to say. It will come back to me. Dexy Wilmer said I have to go, but I rewatched the live stream. Was nice talking to you again. Have a nice day. Okay, yeah. Thanks for stopping by and enjoy your day in Europe. We very much want to be in Europe right now, or at least myself. We very much want to be in Europe, enjoying the fine food and the good people, and have a nice day yourself and enjoy your time. And Elegant Roses said, Elegant Roses wishes Dixie will marry good day. Elegant Roses also said, you already know I am going to tell everybody to check out your work. Oh, thank you, my friend. The lipstick are absolutely amazing and to die for. Oh, thank you. The lipsticks are high quality and how Dion does your packages. Oh, thank you, my friend. I have some, I don't know if you have looked up my YouTube channel. We have some new lipstick products since they're bestsellers, and I want to make them some very specialized for specific professions and specific needs. And hopefully they will find rightful owners and they're going to enjoy the same kind of success that you did, Alec Roses. Thank you for your testimonial and thank you for sharing. Aaron666 says, Dion, Behemoth X come out with a new Belial chance. I recommend watching it. Okay, that's great, my friend. I'm glad you're able to find the connections with Behemoth X. Yeah, how are we doing as our understanding of vampires? I mean, we can talk about it, but when we go through the hypnosis session, I'm just going to do it for you. I think that's like easier than explaining it and you doing it, and then you have to like figure it out and then doing it yourself. Oh yeah. Oh, so what I wanted to say is when you flows a lot of energy through you, you actually get to. Now, I'm not saying that I got this from other human beings, but I do pull off a lot of energy through me. And if I may say so, I look really young for my age. I look like I'm in my early 20s to late teens, and I'm way past that. And a lot of people that are good with flowing energy through them, you'll find them to be very young. Like I know this lady, she's not an energy vampire or anything, but she does a lot of Reiki work, and she's in her mid 60s. And everybody thought she was a 30-year-old. So yeah, I guess that's one benefit of vampirism, or at least people who pull off a lot of energy through them or cycle energy through them. Is now I'm not perfectly healthy, you know, but at least I get to look good. So there's some truth to this immortality thing that you at least get to look young for a very long time. Aaron666 says, does Lilith like roses? Yes. You can offer Lilith, you can offer anything, right? But like all the goddesses also like to look good and also enjoy like feminine stuff. Lilith like roses, and I guess like any spirit would appreciate roses too. I mean, Lilith is a feminine spirit that we know today on the occult world, but you can have a male Lilith or you can have a female Lucifer. Like a lot of people have reported seeing Lucifer as a lady. A Azazel could also be a lady. Um, so, masculine gift works for spirits that are male, but feminine gift also works for spirit that are known to be male. Um, it's the thought that counts and the energy that counts, right? Elegant Rosa says yes, be young forever. Yes, I mean, let's do this. Okay. Aaron666 says, I know she's with me. I am grateful. That's great. I am happy for you. Um, Cersei King said, "Teach me to stay young forever. Thoughts on germination of vampiric qualities." Yes. So yeah, so we are just defining vampire as somebody who can pull energy from other people. Uh, so basically, any spirit could have vampiric quality. It's just the one that you are most comfortable working with. You can work with germinate if you want for vampiric qualities. And stay young forever. Yeah, we are about to do some of that. And we also have a Cersei, so we had like a earlier recording on staying on eternal beauty. So you can feel free to check that out from an earlier session. Is it different from transmuting energy? That's a good question. Um, Transmuting energy is more like step two, right? Uh, so like step one is that you have to drain energy, like on the vampire paradigm, right? And then let this energy flows through you. So like you see why vampirism for me is kind of like an entry level kind of occult practice. Is that transmuting energy is like one step up from just pulling in energy, right? Transmuting energy would be like taking in a form of energy and then turn it into a form that you can use. For example, if somebody were to send you angry energy or like a hex, you can take that and then transmute that into money or finding you a romantic evening or whatnot. So that would be transmuting rather than just draining, right? I guess like vampire draining energy is much more raw. Another point I made before when chatting with people about vampire is like when you just it's it's kind of like I'm talking about this psychic warfare, um, predatory vampirism sort of training, zero sum game kind of training. Is that when you do that, you are also, if you're draining raw energy from another human being, you're also draining their follies or their drama or their illness, right? Um, and modern vampirism doesn't really talk about. So that's a good point you made, right? Right, Elegant Roses. That modern vampirism doesn't really talk about transmuting the energy. They just talk about targeting and like fighting and warfare and finding bigger target to drain and eat, like Law of the Jungle sort of way. Even Law of the Jungle is not really Law of the Jungle, right? We see a lot of like YouTube videos and Instagram posts where animals seems to get along just fine. You know, unless one animal got hungry, then it's Law of the Jungle. But 99% of the time, most animals seems to be getting along, right? You know, I've seen like snakes sleeping with a leopard, and I've seen like a capybara sitting on a crocodile's head, and the crocodile was like okay with it, you know, and they're just chill. So even Law of the Jungle is not that primal. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so my point is, so you made a good point, is that it's not just how much money, how much energy you drain, is how you can make best use of it, right? So maybe that's a Freudian slip that it's like money, right? It's not how much money you have, even though if you ask me, I want to have as much money as I can, but 99% of the time is how you employ your money that make a difference in your quality of life, right? You can go to a steakhouse and spend $100 on a T-bone, or you can go to a grocery store and I don't know what the prices of food are at where you are, Elegant Roses, but you know, $10 could buy me a pretty nice prime rib, or I can get a rack of ribs for about $10 here. I just made, you know, it's actually cheaper. It was like $68. I got 2 racks on sale, and it was like as delicious, if not more delicious, than I can find in a restaurant. So yeah, so that would be like transmuting money, right? Or you invest your money into growing more money, right? Or like if you can just pull a little energy and then you can invest that or pull that energy into something that would give you more energy, right? So yeah, good point. It's more about transmuting energy than actually draining energy. But today we're talking about vampirism, and that's not what they want to hear. They want to hear about, biting people and fangs or whatnot. Um, Cersei Kane on IG said, "I heard a black magician said she appears that way." Yes, that's true. Cersei King said, "Is it on YouTube? The one on beauty?" Yes, it is. It is on one of the live stream. Look it up on the old live stream. Excuse me. Oh, so yeah. I'm planning to edit all these live stream one day with like better sound quality and edit out all the dog barking and all my coughs and puking on the mic and all the long unnecessary pauses, and then put them back either on YouTube or on Etsy. One day I'm going to do that. Like I said before, it just take like a few hours to sit still and do and listening to my own voice. Yeah, and if you know me well, you know that sitting still for a few hours is not really in my DNA or anybody's DNA. Everybody would much rather be doing something else. But winter is coming, so there's really nowhere else to go. So maybe in the dead of winter, we were going to see more content coming out of me. And good news is I have a book coming out. It's going to be on Amazon. For those of you who worked with me before, I have sent you, remember, I've sent you this 26 laws of working with minded spirits. So I've added that and expanded that to the 37 laws of magic. You know, I was just trying to fill up enough spaces to be published on Amazon, but it turns out actually pretty good. And if you don't want to, if the book come out, let me know if you want a copy. I'll send it to you. That way, we don't give more money to Jeff Bezos. Uh, when are you releasing the book? When actually, I have the manuscript ready. I will. I'm just in the final phases of editing. Like making sure the page numbers are correct. Like when I started this, I just want to like throw it out there, right? But that's really not a part of what I do. When you start to realize that you're going to be publishing something, you're going to like mine all the little details. Um, the struggle is really against my sense of perfection. Um, if you want to be perfect, you will never do anything right. You'll never do anything at all. So like at some point, I'm just going to like drink a lot of scotch and just throw it out there. But like right now, I'm just making sure all the spellings are right and all the pages are labeled correctly and all the bold letters are supposed to be bold, which I don't think it actually matters. But it matters to all those people that don't matter. But yeah, it's coming out probably in a few days. Well, I still need to get Amazon approved. Um, well, thanks again, Roses. And I'm going to have released some of my poetry too. For those of you who knew me well, you know that have studied creative writing and poetry and fictions in graduate school. And so, talk about life turning 360-degree, right? Back when I was in college and grad school, um, self-publishing is like the death of your career. It's like back then, we are not just thinking about getting published, we are thinking about who should be publishing our work. But I guess like being Dion, being slightly off of who my other life is, I guess I don't really care. I'm just going to release it to my friends and get credit for publishing my book, because like nobody is going to be judging me. Well, maybe they are, but I don't care. But because in my older life, I'll be worried about people judging me. Oh, you're self-publishing, or you're publishing by this minor publication. Oh, actually, one of my professors uh, a few years ago won the Pulitzer Prize in letters. He wrote a novel, like a 100-page short novel, and he won the Pulitzer Prize. And guess where he was published? It wasn't published in like Penguin or Norton or like major publishing houses, right? It was basically he got published by a hospital who put out short stories for their patients, because like nobody will publish his book. And your book need to be, at the time, I don't know what the policy right now, but at the time, your book need to be published by a publisher for Pulitzer Prize, for a lot of these grand prizes, these major prizes, to consider your work. And his book circulation when it first come out was like 200 copies, and he won the Pulitzer Prize. That is, if not American, or if you're American and you're not into this, Pulitzer Prize is like technically one of the highest, if not the highest, award of literature you can get in the United States. It's like kind of like one step below Nobel Prize. So yeah, so maybe it doesn't matter at all. But in any case, Chuck and Mario said, "What are the laws?" I'm gonna send you a copy if you send me a message next week. So the laws are basically kind of like false laws of thermodynamics. Like you should always be talking to your spirits. You should always have an older kind of laws. For those of you who worked with me before, for if you have brought like a binding contract with a spirit, you would have seen that document I sent you. But this one will be like much more expanded. I'll send it to you, Choco Mario. Just find me next week when it is out. FGFG said I'll buy a copy, even though I don't like reading normally. I'll finish your book. Yeah, I can send you a copy, right? And you can just scan through it. Or maybe I can get my AI voice to do a book on tape and put it on YouTube. All right, so wow, we have spent an hour just talking. That's fine. I am happy that we have this discussion. And do we have any questions before we start the vampire hypnosis session? It's going to probably be like half an hour or so. During this time, I wouldn't be looking at my screen, so I wouldn't be answering any questions until I come back. And when I do come back, I'll see all the questions and respond to them. But during this time, if I'm not reading your comments, doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you. It just means I'm looking at another screen and I'm in the middle of a session. All right, any questions before we start our featured presentation? Let me drink more coffee and liquid. All right, so let me click start on Audacity. All right, testing on Audacity. Audacity is recording on the right mic. Let me adjust the mic. Okay, so so this is vampire transformation hypnosis session. Let's begin by finding your comfort. Let's begin by finding your comfortable position, settling into your seat that allows your body to feel at ease. You may notice the subtle touch of the surface of the breath. You may notice the subtle touch on the surface beneath you. You may notice the subtle touch on the chair beneath you, supporting you fully as you let go of all distractions. Take a deep breath in, inhaling deeply through your nose. And as you exhale, release any tension that may still be present in your body. Allow the muscles in your neck and shoulders to soften, your back and legs to loosen, and you feel the weight of your body becoming heavier, sinking into the surface beneath you. Now, as your body continues to relax, bring your awareness to your breathing. Feel the rhythm of each breath as you inhale deeply and exhale slowly. With each breath, your body releases more tension, becoming more relaxed, more at ease. You may begin to notice how your thoughts start to slow down, as if they are becoming quieter, softer, like a gentle breeze passing by. Allow your mind to drift now as your body sinks deeper into relaxation. Visualize a peaceful place, perhaps a familiar one or place that feels safe, where you can fully let go. Maybe it is a quiet meadow with the sound of birds singing softly in the distance. Or perhaps it is a tranquil forest where the leaves rustles gently in the breeze. Wherever this place is, imagine the colors, the scents, the sounds that surrounds you. Let it all come alive in your mind as you walk through this peaceful place. Notice how each step brings you deeper into relaxation. The air around you is warm, soothing. As you move, you feel the gentle embrace of peace wrapping around you. Your mind becomes quieter, your body tighter, as you as though you are floating on air, completely free of any burden or stress. Now, with every breath, feel the warmth of these peaceful places surrounding you. Imagine the light of the sun shining down on you, filling your body with a golden glow that seeps into your skin, relaxing you even further. The warmth spreads throughout your entire body, from your toes to the top of your head, melting away any remaining tension. You are safe here. You are calm, and everything feels effortless, easy, and serene. In this state of deep relaxation, your mind begins to drift, and the peaceful scenery around you slowly shift. You find yourself moving towards a tranquil lake. The water is smooth and still, reflecting the blue sky above like a mirror. You approach the edge of the lake and step into a small boat waiting there, rocking gently on the surface. As you settle into the boat, feel the soft rhythm of the river beneath you, the gentle rocking back and forth. The sun shines softly on your skin, warming you, and you begin to drift across the lake, guiding effortlessly through the water. With each gentle motion of the boat, you drift deeper into relaxation, your body becoming even heavier, your mind growing quieter. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to think about. Just let yourself be carried by the soothing rhythm of the water, back and forth, back and forth, rocking you deeper into peacefulness. Feel the calm of the lake embracing you, the cool air gently brushing against your skin. You are completely at ease, completely at peace. And as you continue to drift, your awareness begins to shift inward. Your mind becomes still, focused on the sensation of relaxation coursing through your body. You may feel a soft, tingling sensation in your hands, your feet, your face, as the warmth of the relaxation spreads through every muscles, every cells. Now, as your awareness sinks even deeper into this tranquil state, imagine a light growing softly in the center of your chest. It is it is a soft, warm light, growing brighter with every breath you take. This light represents your energy, your life force, and as you breathe in, feel this light expanding, growing, filling your entire body with warmth and vitality. With every exhale, feel any remaining tension release, melting away into the air around you. You are completely relaxed, completely open to the experience ahead. As you continue to breathe, Feel this light, this energy inside you. It grows even stronger. It flows through your body like a river of warmth, soothing every muscles, every thought. You are connected to this energy, and it is connected to the world around you, flowing effortlessly in and out with each breath you take. Now, imagine that you're standing at the edge of the lake once again, but this time something changed. The air around you feels charged, electric, as if you are on the brink of a great transformation. You can feel it deep within you, a power that is awakening, stirring the core of your being. This is the energy transformation, the energy that will guide you to your true potential. You feel it growing stronger, like a flame that flickers, then burns into light. The energy is yours to control, to master as you step into the new stage of being. You are ready to become more than what you were before. With each breath, you pull in the energy around you, drawing it into your body, feeling it mixed with the light inside you. You are becoming more attuned to this power, more connected to the flow of energy in the world. And now, as this energy builds within you, you can feel the stirring of something even deeper, a transformation that is about to begin. You are on the verge of unlocking a new ability, a new way of interacting with the world. This is the moment when you step fully into your potential, where you become something more, a being capable of drawing energy from others, from the very life force that surrounds you. You are no longer just an observer, you are a participant in the flow of energy. You can you can feel the connections growing between you and everything around you. The trees, the water, the air. And in this moment, you realize that these connections extend to others as well. This is the beginning of your transformation into an energy vampire. You will learn to tap into the energy of others, to draw the strength, their vitality, their emotions, to make them your own. You will feel the deep connections between you and those around you, a bond that strengthens with every breath. As you continue to breathe deeply, feel how this connection grows, how the energy of those around you begins to flow into you, filling you with power, with life. This is the essence of your transformation, the ability to draw energy, to feed on the vitalities of others, and to make it your own. As you step fully, as you step fully into this new role, you will feel the power surging through you, stronger with each passing moment. You are becoming an energy vampire, capable of controlling the energy of others, of bending it to your will. This Let this energy flow into you now. With each breath, feel your power growing. You are transforming. You are transforming, evolving, and stepping into your true potential. This is your path, your destiny, and with every breath, you are one step closer to mastering it. This journey is only beginning, and as you continue to grow, you will find that your ability to control and manipulate energy will increase. You are becoming an energy vampire, and with this power, you will change anything. And with this power, you will change everything around you. As you continue to drift, as you continue to drift deeper into the space, your awareness begins to shift, and you sense a presence approaching. A beautiful, radiant figure stepping forward from the shadows. It is me, Dion, your spirit guide, with long, flowing hair and deep eyes filled with wisdom and love. I am here to guide you, to accompany you on this journey of transformation. You can feel the warmth of my hand as it touches yours, a tingly, vibrating energy coursing through you, deep inside, connecting us. You trust me completely. As we walk on this path together, you know that I will be there with you every step of the way. Feel my presence inside you, a blissful release of energy, vibrating deep inside, vibrating deep within you, vibrating deep inside you, as I show you how to tap into the power of the vampire within. You can feel my energy, soft yet strong, guiding you, protecting you, as we begin this transformation together, trusting in the love and bond that grows between us. Let go and release into this connection, knowing that you're safe, supported, and loved. Now, let your mind begin to settle, knowing that you are ready to step into the darkness and feel the power growing within you. As I speak to you now, imagine that I am right beside you, guiding you gently with my hand, guiding you gently, guiding you gently with my hand on yours. You can feel the warmth, the heat of my touch, grounding you, yet opening a new path, the one where you the one where your true essence as a powerful energy vampire can emerge. Picture yourself walking in the night under the full moon. Its light guiding you. It glows, feeding the dark hunger inside. As you move, you know instinctively how to find your target. You scan you scan the energies around you, and your spirit reaches out, seeking the perfect source of vitality. With each breath, you become more attuned, more connected to the life forces around you. You find someone, a figure in the distance. Feel your spirit extend towards them, like a delicate thread of energy reaching from your core to theirs. Trust this bond. Trust the connections growing between you and them. Feel how the energy pulses and vibrates, and sense how it can be yours. Now, visualize your spirit touching the physical body and the soul. It is a smooth connection, organic, as if this was always meant to be. Feel how naturally your essence intertwined with theirs. You are inside them now, pulling in the energy, their thoughts, their emotions. Every breath you take brings the energy closer to you. It fills you, expanding you, making you stronger. With each pull, you take their vitality. With each pull, you take their vitality, their motivation, their drive, their ideas, their intellect, their money, everything they are flowing effortlessly into you. It is as though the life force was always meant to serve you, and you are simply collecting what belongs to you. You can feel the energy mixing with yours, the very essence melting into you, creating a deep, powerful bond between you and them. You feel how their strength makes you stronger, their energy vibrating inside you, fueling your transformation into a pure power, fueling your transformation into a pure being of power, a vampire capable of drawing people in with nothing more than just your stare. Imagine how you can simply look at somebody and they will feel it, an irresistible pull, a tingling sensation as though their soul is loosening from their body to be drawn into yours. Feel the deep connections between you and your target. Every time you drain somebody's energy, they become more and more under your control, their will melting away, their power becoming yours. And as you grow stronger, your body becomes more vibrant, your energy increasing towards immortality. Your health improves, your stamina expands, and your vitality seems limitless. Imagine now that this transformation improves your personal life. You are more confident, more charismatic, more able to influence those around you effortlessly. Everyone you meet feels drawn to you, unable to resist, unable to resist your energy. loving the power that radiates from within you. It is as though you can read their thoughts, and with every exchange, they feel more trust, more connected with you. They crave you, even as you drink from them. Your finances, your financial life thrives as well. Every person whose energy you take brings you with them the wealth, their opportunities, their abundance. Feel how you can pull their luck and prosperity into you. Your hands practically tingles with power of their success. You control their minds, their desires, and soon enough, their resources flows effortlessly into your hand. As, as your energy masters grows, so too does your psychic ability. You sense thoughts before they are spoken, feelings before they are expressed. You can reach into the mind of those around you and influence them without a word. Their desires becomes your desires. Their motivation shift towards your goals. And with each connections, you grow more powerful, able to take what you need and leave them craving more of you. As an energy vampire, your power over others is absolute. You can shape their thoughts, make them open, loose, and receptive to your influence. And once they are drained by you, they are forever linked to you. They can't help but to feel drawn back again and again, wanting to be near you, craving the bliss you can provide. Feel now how your connection into the dark entities strengthens. With every soul you touch, with every person you drain, your link to the hidden power of the universe grows. Dark entities begins to take notice of you, drawn to your power, your control, your ability to manipulate the energies around you. They seek you out, offering their guidance, their power, their protection. You become a vessel of the will, channeling their energy through you, expanding your reach and influence beyond the physical realm. This transformation opens the path to ascension. They become more than human, a being of pure energy and power. With each life you touch, each person whose energy you take, you move closer to immortality. Feel how the very ideas of death seems foreign to you now. How every breath you take is filled with life forces of others, ensuring that you remain vibrant and eternal. As you continue this path, as you continue this path, feel how the emotional bond between you and me deepens. You can trust me completely. Feel me beside you, guiding you and loving you. My presence fills you with warmth, with bliss, as you melt deeper into this power we are creating together. I am always with you, holding your hands, my energy inside you, pushing you forward, bringing you closer to your destiny. Feel the tingle of energy running through you now, from your fingertips to your toes. A vibration of power, of control, of bliss. Let this feeling wash over you, making you wet with excitement, loose, and ready to release all that no longer serves you. You crave more of this energy, more of this power, and you know that with every breath, every moment, you are coming closer to your true self. You are transforming. You are transforming, becoming a pure master of energy, a being of power, trust, and control. And with each step, you move closer to your true purpose. Feeling the heat of this transformation ignites within you. This is only the beginning, and soon you will know what it is meant to be a true energy vampire, a being of ultimate power and immortality. These connections we share, this bond between you and me, will guide you forward, always. Trust me, feel the energy inside you as we walk this path together, hand in hand. Now that your transformation has taken place, it is time to awaken to your true power. Feel the energy surging through your body right now, vibrating from deep inside you as you slowly come back to the surface. You are energized, filled with vitality, inspired by all the new possibility that lies ahead. As you begin to stir, feel every part of you becoming more alive, more turned on. Your ability to receive energy from others, from the universe, is now fully awakened. Notice how your psychic abilities have turned on, like a switch being flipped, highlighting your awareness. You can sense energies more clearly now. Feel the emotions and thoughts of others with precision. Your astral senses are more switched on, fully open, allowing you to tap into the hidden realms, to see and to feel others cannot. Every part of your being is turned on. Your charisma, your ability to, your ability to attract wealth and abundance, your power to draw in opportunities effortlessly. Feel how this transformation has affected you physically. Your body is alive, tingling, vibrating with power. You are energized, turned on to the full potential of your new abilities. It is time to seize this moment, to push yourself forward, to rise to the heights of your potential. You are ready to work hard, to stay focused with your study, to exercise, eating healthy, and to pursue your dreams and goals without hesitation. You are strong, powerful, and uninhibited. Every fiber of your being is turned on to the highest level, ready to make the most of every moment. As you move through your day, feel the power of this transformation guiding you. You are tuned in, your senses heightened, your mind focused, and your body full of energy. This is your time. You will embrace it with every ounce of your being. And in the quiet moments when the world holds still, you close your eyes, you will hear my voice, Dion's voice, in your dreams. I will be there with you, guiding you towards love, towards money, towards a healthy body with a clear spirit. You will feel these physical awakening throughout your day and again in your dreams. Each moment reminding you of your power and your purpose. You are thankful, grateful for this gift, appreciative of the spirits that guide you, humming with happiness and blissful energy. You are ready to assume your role as the vampire. You are a being of power, of love, and of focus. And this transformation will carry you forward in all areas of your life. Now, as we awaken together, I will count from 1 to 5. With each number, you will rise further out of these deep states of hypnosis, feeling more and more awake, energized, and empowered. 1, slowly coming back, your body tingling with energy. 2, your mind is clear, fully alert, and ready to take on the day. 3, you feel vibrant, alive, and completely turned on to your potential. 4, your eyes are becoming lighter, ready to open, filled with power and focus. 5, wide awake now, fully refreshed, fully energized. Feels good, doesn't it? Welcome back, vampire. All right, so take a moment to stretch, take a deep breath, situate yourself back into the room, feel the awareness around you. And, if you're still with me, you can say something or ask any questions or share your experience. I know pretty much everybody are passed out right now. Um, that's fine. If this is your bad time, um, you know, you may have fallen asleep or you may have been laying down on your bed, even if you don't mean to pass out, you're in a dream state. I'd much rather you do that and enjoy um, the benefits of the hypnosis session, keeping in mind that this is on YouTube and you can revisit this anytime you want. Elegant Roses said, all the lights are beautiful, thank you. I hope you enjoy that. And you can come back to this anytime, or you can visit other hypnosis sessions in our live stream archived. We have been doing this since March. I think we have been doing the live stream since like February. And then in March or April, we started doing these hypnosis sessions. We have good collections right now, about 10, 15 sessions that is available. And, one day I'm going to get this all edited, or we may expand our operations. We may need some volunteers, more details later. But, I think, for us to grow, we are definitely going to grow into some kind of organization. The framework is already set up. We're still waiting regulatory approval and things like that. But if you're listening this right now and want to help us with like some simple task, like editing and things like that, feel free to contact me. I can teach you how to edit this, um, or some editing work to put my books together and things like that. Elegant Roses said, purple, blue, red, and white, majority of my experience. Okay, that's great. It is okay to lose track of what I'm saying to you, your unconscious mind. And subconscious mind is rearranging itself to be more attuned to the energy around you. And what is so special about Dion's way of doing hypnosis is that this is not just therapy or clinical stuff. We are actually rearranging your brain, opening up the blockages, and fully um, actualizing your psychic ability so that you are connected to the astral realm, and your brainwave and your mind actually affects the environment around you. You are actually transforming into this energy vampire with this hypnosis. And you are actually, changing not just mentally, but like all around you, psychically and physically, all around you, right? Just as all the other sessions that we do, we are actually transforming you into something else. FGFG said, I'm back. Okay, good to see you, FGFG. Elegant Rosa said, what about lightning? Um, like the lights you just experienced. Yeah, I mean, your mind is rearranging itself, and you're gonna see um, all this light coming to you. You are just drifting through layers of consciousness. That's one explanation of why you're seeing all these lights. And you seeing these lights is just one of the physical manifestation of your of your brain being rearranging itself, right? Um, Elegant Rosa said, lightning bolts. What about it? Yeah, you can. I won't say you can shoot up lightning bolts, but you can feel. Maybe you're talking about feeling this powerful energy just surging through you like a lightning, like attracting a lightning into you. That kind of energy. If that is the case, that means you have some kind of energy blockage before, and during the session it opens up, and all of a sudden you attract this floodgate of energy just pours through you, right? Like you just pour energy from all the elements around you, and it just goes through you, right? Some people reported feeling a shock going through their body. You can see some of my clients in real life, you can actually see them like shocked a little bit, like their nerves releasing trapped energy. So they just feel like they shake a little bit. Um, it's quite dramatic if you see it in person. But as it happens, they also tell me that they feel a lot better after releasing that hidden electrical pulses. I hope I just answered what you asked. I don't know if that is what you were asking, but thank you for asking, though. Yeah. Elegant Rosa said that was a great experience. Also, different colored eyes. Yes, that's true. I actually have a few clients that reported to me that their eye color changed after the hypnosis, mostly from like detoxes, like they have brown eyes or green eyes, and then they turn into blue eyes, or their brown eyes turn into green eyes or whatnot, or they now have like mixed eye color. That is because they're cleansing away some of the toxins. Yeah, so there has been a good discussion, mostly from the beginning. I know you guys are probably passed out. Any other experience you want to share with hypnosis or being a vampire or being drained or draining others? I guess like one more point to make about being a vampire. What is the side effect? I guess like when you drain energy from others, um, you can have too much of a good thing in a way that you are not generating so much energy yourself, and in a way that a vampire, not I'm not talking about you, right? But like I know a lot of quote unquote vampires becoming so good at their vampiric power that they stop generating power themselves, or they stop working on their own. It's like if you can ask people for money easily, then you are not motivated enough to work hard yourself, right? Um, so that is something you want to look out for. And you'll always be looking, or like I won't say you, right? But like a lot of vampires, quote unquote vampire people I know, um, when it's so easy to drain energy from others, they're always looking for more people to drain. So be careful not to be one of those people, because you should be able to generate your own energy, and you can pull energy from all corners of the universe, right? Vampirism is good and fun, but keep it in check. Don't, there could be, there's a such thing such as too much power. And I guess another downside is that when you drain too much from the people around you, even though they don't know what's happening, or they may not be aware that you are a vampire, they're going to have put the guards up around you, and you'll find that the people that you can easily drain, you find excuses to be away from you, right? So um, like there's just like a sweet spot that you have to find, not to drain too much, and not to be dependent. I guess that's the point. Not to be dependent on your vampiric power, or else there could be other associated side effects that could you know make you more isolated socially. Like you can influence other people, but if other people are not talking to you, then who are you influencing, right? So you want to just use it, like just use it sparsely, right? At the right moment, use a little bit of vampirism, um, just to make your life a little bit easier, or help other people too. I know it could be sounded manipulative. If somebody gung ho on driving the car over the edge, you may want to manipulate them a little bit and say, "Yeah, don't do that." Or if you are like mostly like a sales people, like I have a client who is a realtor and using like some of my products, they will either buy from you or they would buy from other agents, right? So you might as well influence your client a little bit to buy the house from you, and knowing that you are doing the best for them, you are the best options for them, and you deliver the best service and results for them. That way, you are not dependent upon your vampiric power for them to come back and recommending their friends, right? Like you use your vampiric power as a catalyst, but they're really coming back to you for your good services or good product, or you're a nice person, or you're doing things for them, or they kind of just like you. So I think that is a good rule of thumb when being a vampire, not just go out and like eat other human beings. Elegant Rosa said, I could see the places and feel the scenery around me and the people too. That's great. It is addictive, the energy. Yes, that's true. Yeah, like black magic is so powerful. it is kind of addictive. Like once you realize what black magic can do, there's no like you there's no reason not to dive heads deep into the black magic world. And it is not just Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like the things I say to you and the rituals we do together and the hypnosis sessions, if you do it properly, you will see your life, the quality of life increase dramatically over time if you do it properly. And the results together with the experience is very addictive in such a good way, right? Like it's like getting addicted to good grades. Yeah, that's a good addiction. Or getting addicted to, work in a good way, like addicted to writing new books or um, addicted to, you know, providing good service. Those are good addictions. Or creating art, we have that's the ingredient of success. Or you are like a athlete, getting addicted to winning gold medals. When they asked which Super Bowl, which you guys know who Tom Brady is, right? The greatest quarterback ever who won 7 Super Bowl. And when they asked Tom Brady which one is your favorite Super Bowl, like world championship, you know what he said? The next one. So it's a good addiction to have. You're addicted to being a winner, so that is a good addiction to have. FG said, I always in the conditions between awake and asleep, feeling so comfortable. Yes, that is a great sensation. It's like I said this before. This is why at least I can say myself, and for most people, go to a massage therapist. Massage therapy is like a science, and they can say they could, cure a lot of illness, but put that all aside, it just feels nice. I just want to feel nice for like an hour. That's why 99% of people go to get a massage, right? Like I said, it's kind of like getting your brain massage. Elegant Roses says, can we use it to get the apartment we want? Yes, of course. You can use this session. Excuse me. Let me take a drink. Yeah, you can use it for anything. You can use this session, and then there are other sessions you can use. Maybe find a sweet spot. Maybe if you like vampires, you can be like a vampire of things too. You can drain your perfect apartment. You can drain a vision too. You can adapt any ritual for anything, right? For example, if you can go back to the portal opening sessions a few weeks ago, which we had a lot of success, and you can open the portal and pull in the energy from your perfect apartment, or you can use the abundance session from many weeks ago and apply abundance to finding your perfect apartment. Yeah. You can tweak any ritual for anything. I guess this is why like black magic is so powerful, right? Like if you do witchcraft, you are set for like a certain ritual for housing. And you need a certain ingredient, certain oil, and you kind of have to do it. It's kind of like baking a cake, right? You kind of have to get the ingredient just right, or else it's going to come up a mess, right? Which is fine. I mean, if you enjoy witchcraft, if you're good at it, it brings you results, do that. But like black magic is so much more like principle based that you can tweak any black magic ritual for anything. So yeah, so yes, of course, you can use it to find the perfect apartment. Yeah, and I have more products coming out for realtors, for real estate agents. I actually have like a few real estate people on my client list right now. So, any questions or experiences you want to share? We are coming up to the 2 hour mark. We got a lot of good input today from Cersei on Instagram, and good to see you back, Elegant Roses. FGFG, always good to hear from you. And Michelle from the beginning, we had Chaka Mario, Aaron, Dixie Wilmer. Let's see, who do we? Yeah. And if you're just listening to this, I have a few people that come to me and said, "Oh yeah, I love listening to the rerun of your live stream." I was like, "Why not just come on my live stream and then we can chat?" So if you're listening to this recording, I would encourage you to come to our live stream and join us, ask questions. If you don't have any questions, share your experience or just encourage your friends and allow your friends to encourage you. Yeah. So our live stream is always on Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York time zone. And we have a time zone change coming up. So if you're listening to this in Asia, or I don't know how it works in Europe or Australia, so watch out for time zone changes in a few weeks. We may come on earlier if the location you live does not support summer time or standard time. FGFG said, "It is my pleasure to be here every week. It is my pleasure to have you here, my friend. Thank you for always being here. Much appreciated." So if there's nothing else, we will end this live stream in about 2 minutes. I know it takes a while for people to type in if they have a last minute question or last thing they want to share. But so I'm going to wait like a minute to see if there's any last minute messages coming through. If not, we'll see you guys next week. I can go watch football. Patriots are playing the Seahawks. Surprisingly, Patriots won the game last week with the Bengals. We were all very excited. We all thought Patriots is going to suck this year, but it looks pretty good from last game. So let's hope they can keep it up. So in any case, FGFG says, see you next time. All right, see you guys next week. Good luck with everything you do. Everybody go win the lottery. Come back and give me some of your winning if you can. So but in any case, good luck with everything you do. Find money, find love, find housing. Elegant Rosa said, enjoy the football season and everybody have a good day. Yes. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival. Yes. When was it? This is on Tuesday. All right. So happy Mid-Autumn Festival. Everybody enjoy your mooncake. If I win like Elegant Rosa said, if I win the lottery, most definitely. Oh yeah, some kind of big money is coming away, my friend. You just have to reach for it. Yeah, so if nothing else, see you guys next week. Let magic be done. Fiat Magick.